Hi, this is Pradeep Arjunan here. I am from cohort 8 batch of upgrad working in AstraZeneca as a senior consultant. I am here to present my dissertation topic which is transfer learning based histopathologic image binary classification for cancer detection using deep neural networks. The main idea behind selecting this topic is to automate the process in diagnosing the cancer in tissue cells with help of deep neural networks. Early detection of metastatic cancer or stage 4 cancer will help in treating the cancer effectively and create a possibility for better survival. The intensity of disease is huge, that 19.3 million cases got registered in 2020 alone for cancer disease, and nearly 10 million patients have died due to cancer. Diagnosing SLN by pathologists is an hectic task, manual and slow process. Digitization of slides has helped to analyze the data with the power of machine learning algorithms. The state-of-the-art techniques is used to do the binary classification on histopathologic images using CNN architectures. The produced model should be able to detect the metastatic cancer even if the image contains metastasis in single pixel of the image. This will ease the job of pathologists and improve the quality of diagnosis. Next, the aim and objectives. The main and aim of this research is to create a model for automating the detection of metastatic cancer in small image extracted from the original digital pathological scan. The goal of this research is to use state-of-the-art algorithms to train the model with less computational power and achieve results with high accuracy in shorter duration. The main objectives are formulated based on the aim of the study. So the three main objectives are to implement a suitable augmentation technique for increasing both the diversity and size of labeling training sets to avoid overfitting on the generated models. To implement the pre-trained predictive model whose network are exclusively trained on biomedical images to do the binary image classification based on the presence of metastasis. The third one, to evaluate the performance of the obtained model through visualization technique against each model. Scope of the study. Various state-of-the-art techniques are used in this thesis for the binary image classification of histopathologic images. The research on the data is limited to the data augmentation is done by augmentation technique for achieving effective results and avoid overfitting of the model. Pre-train the model with ImageNet in DenseNet architecture and then train the network on the histopathologic image by freezing the initial layers. The model needs to undergo a series of evaluation techniques by measuring the sensitivity, specificity, and area under ROC curve parameter to check the accuracy of the model. Test time augmentation is also implemented to interrupt the model genericity. The network performance is visualized through GradCam technique. So there are various researchers who have explored in detecting the cancer cells in the histopathologic images through CNN. Uh, Z has composed a report combining various literatures on cancer detection in histopathologic images through neural network, which has helped us to consolidate various researchers in this thesis. Pan and his team used transfer learning concepts in their study, which are basic parameter in obtaining the pre-trained model, which is transferred on a larger dataset like ImageNet, and then the actual dataset is used to retrain the model on the lastly fully connected layer. The exact concept has been used in our thesis to train our model. Zoho introduced class activation mapping, which is CAM, which uses the weighted sum of the feature map after the final convolution layer. Class activation mapping can be used both in localization and classification problem. Uh, Ours is a typical binary classification problem. So, GradCam is being used in this thesis. Next is model and material. The steps involved in the proposed thesis are pre-processing the data by cleaning the outlier images, that is the entirely black or white images or out of focus images. Data augmentation is implemented using augmentation library to avoid overfitting. Implemented transfer learning using DenseNet architecture on pre-trained model ImageNet. Freezing and unfreezing layer is implemented on the pre-trained model to retrain the model with for higher accuracy on the particular dataset. Implemented one cycle policy to find optimal learning rate. Test time augmentation is also implemented to find the model stability. GradCam visualization is used to find the performance of network by connecting to the last layer of the network. So we come to a result and discussion section. The model is trained on 5 epochs with early stopping parameter. In the graph, we can see 5 batches, which implies that the model has trained on 5 epochs. The graph is generated from the logs obtained while training the model. The graph also shows that the loss gets reduced after each epoch and the accuracy of the model on the validation set increases at each epoch. The learning rate gradually decreases in the step fashion on the third image, which shows that the step LR scheduler is working as expected on top of the generated model. The accuracy of the model also gradually improves from the first epoch to the fifth epoch, so which makes sure that the model is stabilized. Analyzing the results on various parameters. The model is evaluated both through traditional and modern methods. Area under ROC is one of the successful and traditional method in detecting the model accuracy. The value of AUC ROC curve lies between 0 and 1. The value of AUC ROC curve more towards 1 represents that the model is having more accuracy. The ROC AUC score obtained in the model is 0.96. The ROC-AC curve is plotted against the true positive and false positive. Confusion matrix is another method where it brings out the clear picture of correct and false deduction of the model, which is shown in second picture, which shows that out of 22,003 images, 12,811 images were detected correctly as no tumor cells, and 8,471 images were detected as tissues having tumor cells. The model also detected wrongly 441 images as no tumor cells, but actually the tumor cells were present in the tissues, and 280 images of the tissues having tumor cells, but the model has detected that the tissues were not having the tumor cells. The model model accuracy is also uh, the model accuracy is also tested using the classification report. The classification report is another method which gives the specificity and sensitivity of the model. The precision of the model for tumor and non-tumor cells are 97%. The recall for non-tumor cells is 98%, whereas the tumor cells is 95%. F1 score for non-tumor tissues is 97% and for the tumor tissue is 96%. So the accuracy revolves around 96%, which makes the model as stable with having little improvement uh, for the model. The result which the model produces is analyzed through different methods and found that the performance of model is constant across various parameters. The model is also evaluated through test time augmentation, where the images, uh, where the validation data set is being sent to an augmentation function, and then the accuracy of the model is again calculated, which also gives the around the same percentage of 96%, which shows that the model is stable and the model can able to handle any different types of images that comes through in the future. The major technique that used to find the performance of the network is GradCam visualization. Out of 96 cross 96 pixel image, the center 32 cross 32 image pixel image contributes a cancer cell. The outer layer is for the fully convolution network. So, in the image, as shown in the image, the yellow region represents the high intensity and which may contain the tumor cells in image. The parameter value for the center 32 cross 32 contributes in building the model, which supports the dataset description that the tumor cells in the image. The entire thesis is formulated on three main objectives. In this research, all the three objectives are implemented and achieved successfully. The suitable augmentation technique is evaluated and augmentation library is selected to do the augmentation on the bioimage data. The second objective of the thesis is to build an effective model through transfer learning technique from a pre-trained model. The DenseNet architecture is used to on the ImageNet pre-trained model and unfreeze the last two layers of the network to train on the actual histopathologic image and achieved a 96% accuracy, which is par which is par to the other researchers who have obtained the same kind of accuracy. The model is rigorously tested against various parameters using traditional techniques like AUC ROC score, confusion matrix, and classification report. The robustness of the model is tested using the test time augmentation and found that the model is more stable and the accuracy remains constant even after test time augmentation is applied on the validation set. The neural network performance is also tested using GradCam technique and found that the network that produced the model has selected a proper feature for training the model, that it has confirmed the model's stability. The research has been extended can be extended in the following direction: training the model on the different architecture and use different pre-trained model combination to make and comparative study analysis on the binary image classification with the same histopathologic images. Explore more effective optimizer to train the model. Use segmentation architecture like UNet to do the binary classification of the images. Explore the multi-class classification of the histopathologic images. Explore the discriminative learning rate to find the optimum learning rate for building the model. Explore the pre-trained model, especially trained on biomedical images, to reduce the model building time and save the cost on spending money in GPU, and at the same time maintain or improve the accuracy of the model. These are the various references that have been base references that used to formulate the thesis. Thanks to the Upgrad and Liverpool John Moore University for providing this opportunity in taking this course. I would also like to thank my supervisor, Mr. Arvind Singh Chandal, whose expertise was valuable in formulating the research questions and methodology. I would also like to thank my tutors, Dr. Manoj and Dr. Rupal, for their valuable guidance throughout my studies. I would like to acknowledge my student mentor, Ms. Neha Arun, for a wonderful collaboration between student and university management. Thank you.